please remain standing and join Dr. David Quist in singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may be seated. Good morning. My name is Dr. Kevin Cunningham, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs at Palmer College. It is my distinct honor to be your Master of Ceremonies on this very special day. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor those forefathers of chiropractic and the passing of members of our profession. Thank you. Distinguished platform members, today's speaker, Dr. Kurt Eckhart, candidates for the degree, members of the faculty, administration, and staff, supporters, families, and friends of today's graduates. Welcome to today's commencement ceremonies as we mark the entrance of these outstanding men and women into the profession as Palmer graduates. And welcome to Palmer College, where it all started, the fountainhead of the chiropractic profession. This college represents our profession's rich heritage and its strong future. We would like to acknowledge those present who have served our country, with all veterans or active duty military in attendance. Whether you are a graduate, family, or friend, please stand for recognition as we thank you for your service. Today we are here to celebrate the commitment, dedication, and outstanding achievements and the certain future contributions of the 88 talented men and women seated in the center of this famed hall. Drawn together by the educational experience they have nearly completed, the students seated before you started their journey as a diverse collection of individuals. In fact, the flags here on stage represent the many states and countries they hail from. As it has for well over a century, Palmer College continues to attract students seeking the best chiropractic education in the world. In turn, our community is enriched by their diversity of talent, tradition, and culture. As we call candidates to the stage to receive their degrees, there are several protocols that I would like to mention. During today's ceremony, we will be granting two different degrees: Bachelor of Science and the Doctor of Chiropractic. Palmer College celebrates its extensive alumni and specifically the legacy of chiropractic that exists within some families by encouraging candidates to be accompanied to the stage by a family member who is also an alumnus of Palmer. Graduates, remember, we are not assembled here today to celebrate the end of a program. we are here for the commencement or a beginning. We are here to mark the beginning of your professional life. Palmer and your experiences and mentors before have prepared you well. You have entered to learn. Now it's time to go forth and serve. Now let us begin the ceremony. Today's commencement speaker, Dr. Kurt Eckert, graduated from Palmer College in 1992 before establishing a practice in his hometown. With the help of fellow Palmer graduate associates, he is still in practice serving Milford, Iowa. Dr. Eckert continues to pursue lifelong learning, earning numerous postgraduate certifications in rehabilitation, sports injury, dynamic neuromuscular stabilization, functional movement, Graston technique, and acupuncture. Dr. Eckert and his wife, Teresa, are the proud parents of 6 children. They have the distinct honor to join those parents in assembly today in celebration, as their oldest is a 2018 graduate, and their son, Matthew, is among today's graduating class. Please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker, Dr. Kurt Eckert.
Thank you, Dr. Cunningham. Good morning, everyone. Chancellor Mark Yori, college trustees, faculty, staff, family, and friends, and most importantly, the graduates of the first class of 2023. I am honored and grateful to be a part of your commencement ceremony today. Congratulations, graduates, on all that you have accomplished. You have sacrificed much and have overcome numerous obstacles to reach this day. I would also like to acknowledge and congratulate your family and friends for the assistance they have provided you thus far and for the support they will provide you with the challenges that are yet to come. I know the support of my family, especially that of my wife, Teresa, has been vital to the success of my practice. As students, you have acquired the fundamental knowledge and the skills necessary to practice chiropractic. You are now on your way to becoming highly skilled and compassionate doctors, dedicated to your patients' health and well-being. Today, you become professionals. The trust and confidence that your patients and our profession will place in you is a great responsibility. It requires a commitment to the highest standard of ethics and to be an advocate for the best interest of those you will be privileged to serve. Your responsibility requires you to work first and foremost for the good of your patients, not your own. Throughout your entire career, I encourage you to always strive for excellence and to continue learning and growing as doctors of chiropractic. This morning, I'd like to share with you and pass on some advice that was shared with me and has guided my practice since the time of my commencement. During my time at Palmer, I had the opportunity to intern with Dr. Bud Crowder's private practice. Dr. Crowder was a 1947 Palmer graduate. He served the college as Director of Student Services and Clinics, and later as Vice President of Development. His advice, to practice where you want to live, has proven to be instrumental to my career. It was his opinion that a key to successful practice was that you must be active in the community that you serve. After my first year at Palmer, Teresa and I were married, and in my 3rd year, we welcomed the gift of our first child, Cecilia, who I'm pleased to say graduated from Palmer 5 years ago and is here today to celebrate our son Matthew's graduation. Yet with a new family and a new degree, choosing where to live was a challenging decision, as many of you graduating today can relate. While I was shadowing a chiropractor in Omaha, Nebraska, he took me to lunch with some other doctors. While at lunch, I was asked why we were considering an associateship in Omaha and not our hometown of Melford or Okoboji, Iowa, a popular vacation destination. Our initial reason for not choosing that lakes area of Okoboji and Melford was that the demographics suggested we should look elsewhere. However, upon reflection of Dr. Crowder's advice, we decided to open our own clinic. Now, 30 years later, I would concur that a key ingredient to a fulfilling practice is to truly live and be active in your community. The second mantra is one that I've tried to use as a compass to guide my business and practice management decisions. It is simply, take care of your patients and they will take care of you. This phrase has proven to be as valid in the beginning, when my patient load was just a few patients a day, as it has been with a full clinic. I understand these words to be an encouragement to focus your energy and time on that which is in the best interest of your patients and community, not on the financial receipt for your work. To follow this counsel took great faith at the beginning of my career, when we were surviving on a minimal loan from the bank to support our new practice and family. In our small town, with a population of 2,500, Stylecraft Industries, a furniture manufacturer, was the largest employer. In 1992, when we opened our clinic, they were employing 1,000 laborers, which meant many employees commuted from neighboring towns. Knowing we had to have a patient base to generate referrals, I asked for the opportunity to take care of some of their workers' compensation cases. Fortunately, they gave me the opportunity. I was confident we would be an asset if we could improve patient satisfaction and minimize recurrent injury, as well as the number of days their employees were disabled. The fundamental principles of chiropractic checked all three of these boxes with ease. The care of these patients did not fill my practice, but the family and friends of these patients did. Next is the quote of legendary UCLA basketball coach John Wooden: "Nothing will work unless you do." These words have reminded me many times over not to take my education as a degree of entitlement. Just because I received a doctorate in chiropractic or other postgraduate certification, I'm not entitled to anything but simply the opportunity to provide a service. My parents have been a wonderful example of this work ethic, not by word, but by action, and have done so joyfully. The words that I rely on most, though, are of G.K. Chesterton: "Gratitude is the key to happiness." Chiropractic has afforded me the opportunity to provide for my family and my community. I am grateful that it has allowed me the flexibility to be present for my family, to coach our 6 children in various sports during their younger years, and attend many of their activities in their later years. More recently, it has enabled us to spend time with our first grandchild, Rosie, and we are looking forward to our second grandchild later this spring. It also allowed me time to serve as a director on our community school board and to be a lay director of our church. Our profession will provide you with an opportunity to serve others as well, and will allow you a balanced professional and personal life. On the most challenging of days, I want to encourage you to remember the numerous benefits of practicing chiropractic and to choose to be grateful. This mindset can make even long days fulfilling. It is our obligation to leave this world better than we found it. Palmer College, under the direction of Chancellor Mark Yorey, the Board of Trustees, and its generous benefactors, have set a wonderful example for us. This is evident by the significant improvements made to the campus and by being dedicated leaders in clinical research related to chiropractic care. In conclusion, I encourage you to make the most of your education by being a leader in your community, by making the care of your patients your priority, by continuing to work hard, and to remember all that you have to be grateful for. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates.
Students who earn a Bachelor of Science degree from Palmer College must complete 120 semester hours. 30 of these hours may come from basic science courses taken in the Doctor of Chiropractic curriculum. Dr. Mark Iori, upon the recommendation of the Dean, faculty, and the Academic Standing Committee of Palmer College of Chiropractic, it gives me pleasure to present those candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for the granting of the degree of Bachelor of Science. The Bachelor of Science degree is awarded in general science. The candidates will be introduced by Mr. Craig Miko, Associate Professor in Life Sciences.
Please stand as your name is read. Kennedy Burgess. Renee Chambers. Lisa Marie Cioro Vasquez. Grayson Marie Klein. Matthew Joseph Eckard. Sydney Joe Ernst. Alexander G. Farelli. Lucas Michael Gindel. Caitlin Herman. Levi Otto. Samuel Mason Sacut. Seth Wild.
Good morning, folks. Candidates, on behalf of the faculty and the trustees of Palmer College of Chiropractic, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of the state of Iowa, I do hereby confer upon you degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations. Graduates, you may be seated.
Palmer College recognizes several college awards representing the chiropractic science, art, and philosophy to which the chiropractic profession, profession we enjoy was founded and developed. The Clinical Excellence Award is presented each trimester by the Department of Clinics to a graduating doctor who has demonstrated superior quality of service to patients. Clinic faculty recommend candidates for this award. The Clinical Excellence Award Committee members make their selection based on quality of care, leadership potential, performance, knowledge and skills, service to the patients, and dedication to the profession. Today's award recipient, Paige Lynn Frenette, is from Peoria, Illinois. She graduated from Hope College with a bachelor's degree in athletic training, where her passion for helping others began as she worked with a broad variety of collegiate and high school athletes and with the Grand Rapids Ballet Company. Interesting. While at Palmer, she was involved in the Motion Palpation Club. Following graduation, Paige is looking forward to joining her father in a multidisciplinary practice in Peoria, Illinois, as an athletic trainer and chiropractor. Paige, please approach the stage to be recognized and receive your award. Please welcome Dr. Chad Hagan to the podium to introduce the Virgil V. Strang Philosophy Award nominees.
Good afternoon. My name's Dr. Chad Hagen, and I'm honored to present the Virgil V. Strang Philosophy Award, named in honor of our Palmer's 7th president and chiropractic philosopher, anatomist, teacher, humanitarian, and practitioner who exemplified philosophy, commitment, passion, logic, and reasoning of the practice of chiropractic. Recipients are nominated by faculty and their peers in graduating class and selected by faculty committee. Will the nominees for this award please rise and be recognized as your name is read? Joseph D. Felice. Colin Del Jensen. Lucas Michael Gindel. Jennifer Marie Moorcraft. Nominees, you may be seated. Prior to attending Palmer, the Class 231 Virgil V. Strang Philosophy Award winner graduated from Missouri Baptist University in St. Louis, Missouri with a major in exercise science. While at Palmer, our recipient was involved with the Troxel intern program, leading interns through a study of chiropractic philosophy and organizing workshops to bring in chiropractors to mentor students and to share philosophy. She also volunteered and received advanced training with the Gonstead Methodology Institute. At this time, I'd like our award winner, Jennifer Marie Moorcraft, to come forward and receive this award.
Chad, you want to get a photo as well?
The Academic Excellence Award is presented to those members of the graduating class who have displayed the highest level of academic achievement by earning Dean's List every term while at Palmer. The candidates will be introduced by Mr. Craig Miko, Associate Professor in Life Sciences. Will the recipients of this award please present themselves?
Brandon Irvin Asher.
Congratulations.
Tyler Jacob Beck. Lauren Page Block. Kennedy Burgess. Gabriel Matthew Dickens. Sydney Joe Ernst. Alexander G. Farelli. Parker Warren Forbes. Colby Wayne Caston. Sarah Luderman. Morgan Ellen McClary. Victoria Lee Oyen Moy. Caleb James Overholser. Gina Lee Percoco. John Paul Rear. Kevin Reeder. Madison Nicole Rex. Samuel Mason Siccott. Jared Scott Swenson. Seth Wild.
We have two salutatorians for class 23-1, Brandon Irvin Asher and Kennedy Burgess. I'd like to introduce a bio of each of these individuals and then bring them up to receive an award. Brandon is from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Prior to Palmer, he earned a bachelor's degree from West Virginia University with a major in exercise physiology and a minor in aquatic therapy. While at West Virginia University, he was the valedictorian of his class and a member of the swimming and diving club teams. During his time here at Palmer, Brandon was a teaching assistant in the cervical, pelvic, and toggle technique courses and was actively involved in our motion palpation club, Gonstead Club, extremities, and sports chiropractic clubs on campus. After graduation, Brandon plans to become a chiropractic clinic director at the Anthony Medical and Chiropractic Center in Austin, Texas. Our second is Kennedy Burgess. She's from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and prior to Palmer, she completed her prerequisites for Palmer in Canada, and while in Canada, she also played collegiate basketball in 4 years of sports generally, receiving multiple academic and athletic awards. She was awarded her bachelor's degree from Palmer earlier in today's ceremony. During her time at Palmer, Kennedy was a tutor for Biochemistry 1 and diagnostic imaging courses. She also served as a vice president for the Chiropractic Biophysics Club, the Canadian Student Club, and participated in multiple intramural sports. Following graduation, Kennedy plans to become certified in the chiropractic biophysics technique, to travel, and to generally associate at some point in the state, at some point for a clinical practice somewhere in the States. Brandon and Kennedy, please come forward to receive your awards. Take one. Congratulations, Brandon. Congratulations. I feel like our applause of recognition was a little haphazard there. Maybe we could have you folks stand again, please, for recognition, Brandon and Kennedy. So essentially, let me tell you a little bit about the inside track of what happens here with those designations. The Salutatorians are essentially folks that had all A's in all of the 73 classes that go to our degree program here, except one. So these individuals have perfect A records, perfect A transcripts, except one B. And that's insane if you think about it. That's insane. That is such a difficult feat that the 1B is probably more a reflection on us in the program than their ability. So I almost feel like I should apologize. Thank you both, and congratulations to all you've done. Which means class valedictorian designation is perfect 4.0s through our program. This class is so accomplished, so celebrated, that this class has 5 individuals sharing that honor, which is not something I've seen before at Palmer or other institutions. So 5 individuals with a perfect 4.0 the whole way through the program. Think about it, 3 to 3rd years into 4 years of ups and downs and things that happen and life's events, and you still manage to get an A in every class. I'm just astounded at the ability of individuals to do something like that. So class 23-1 has 5 individuals, much like the Salutatorians. I'd like to read their bio and then we'll bring them up for recognition, and they also will address the assembly. So our first valedictorian is Tyler Jacob Beck. He's from Bedford, Michigan, and prior to Palmer, he received a bachelor's degree in quality systems technology from Bowling Green University. Tyler is a United States Air Force veteran. Having served from 2013 to 2019, where he was also deployed for Operation Inherent Resolution, where he specialized as an A-10 and F-16 radar systems technician. Outside of his studies at Palmer College, he enjoys playing guitar, working on cars, and spending time with his wife, Alyssa. Following graduation, Tyler plans to work for the Department of Veteran Affairs or potentially in private practice. Our second is Gabe Matthew Dickens. He's from Raleigh, North Carolina. Prior to Palmer, Gabe attended the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, where he received a bachelor's degree with a major in exercise physiology and a minor in Spanish. While at Palmer, Gabe was a member of Campus Guides. He did a lot of work with Campus Guides, I can tell you firsthand. And he also was an author of a published research article on strengthening the cervical spine to reduce the risk of brain injury. Following graduation, Gabe plans to return to his hometown of Raleigh and open a practice there. Our third is Cindy Jo Ernst from Sac City, Iowa, and prior to Palmer, she attended Winona State University with a focus in athletic training. She was awarded her bachelor's degree earlier in our ceremony here at Palmer, and during her time at Palmer, she served as the president of both the Sports Chiropractic Club as well as the Student American Chiropractic Association Sports Council, and also was an active member with the McKenzie Technique Club. She recently completed experiences in the Veterans Affairs Student Rotation Program in Black Hills Healthcare System in Sturgis, South Dakota, and in the Central Iowa Healthcare System, where she rotated her time between Mason City, Iowa, and Fort Dodge, Iowa locations of that healthcare system. Following graduation, she will be employed in the West Virginia University Hospital System while actively pursuing a residency within the Veterans Affairs healthcare system there. Our fourth is John Paul Rear. He's from Batesville, Indiana. Prior to Palmer, he attended the University of Indianapolis, where he received a bachelor's degree with a major in exercise science and a minor in psychology. Upon graduation, he became certified as an exercise physiologist and a personal trainer by the American College of Sports Medicine. While at Palmer, John served as a teaching assistant in the radiology lab and was actively involved in both our motion palpation and McKenzie Technique Club here on campus. Following graduation, John is looking forward to joining another Palmer alumnus at the Osgood Chiropractic Clinic in Southeast Indiana. And our fifth valedictorian is Samuel Mason Scott. He's from Canton, Ohio, and he graduated from the University of Mount Union with a bachelor's degree in exercise science. During his time at Palmer, Samuel served as the chiropractic clerk and research assistant at the Orlando Veterans Affairs Center. He submitted a publication to the Journal of Chiropractic Medicine, served as a peer reviewer for the Association of Chiropractic College Research Agenda Conference, and held several positions within the Student American Chiropractic Association. Following graduation, Samuel plans to apply for a Veterans Affairs Fellowship or residency and to continue his work as a clinician researcher at the Pittsburgh Veteran Affairs Healthcare System in Pennsylvania. Tyler, Gabe, Sydney, John, and Samuel, please come forward to receive your award. Step over here. And Gabe, why don't you stand by Tyler? Let's get a group shot of the 5. Step out. Step out. Folks are valedictorians. They will now address the assembly in the order introduced.
To start off, I'd just like to go ahead and say thank you to all the staff and faculty that pulled us through the program and brought the best out of us along the way, challenged us to do our best, and brought us to today. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the friends and family in the audience that took time out of their busy schedules to be here with us in celebration. And most important to me, I'd like to thank my wife, Alyssa, for pulling me through the program when I didn't think I could do it myself. I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for her. So here we are. Congratulations, Class 231. After 10 trimesters of late nights, early morning classes, midterms, board exams, all 5 of them, we reached a day that I never thought would come. We did it. We're going to be chiropractors. That was the goal, right? But this isn't the destination. It's just the beginning. It would be nice if simply earning our doctorate degree from the best chiropractic college in the world was enough to make us good doctors, that I could hang it on the wall and always do the right thing for the patient without trying. It'd also be nice if I had a new Maserati in the driveway and I didn't have to pay for it, but that's not how the world works. No, we're gonna have to struggle on our own and study late nights just like we did to get through this program to make sure that we can be the best doctors that we can be for our patients. So I would encourage everybody here today to study just as hard for your patients as you did for your exams. And I think that if we can do that, soon enough, we'll be looking at a day just like today, a day I thought would never come. The day that we've had a meaningful impact on the health of our patients and the health of our communities. Congratulations, Class 231. Thank you.
That is the percent of small businesses that will make it past 5 years, according to a survey done by Small Business Administration. By 10 years, only 1 to 3 small businesses will still be operating. These are the numbers and the statistics that are out there. This is what we're up against. However, let me tell you all why Class 231 is not just another number or statistic. Our class is the second to last at Palmer to go through COVID while in school. This forced us to adapt, face adversity, and swim upstream from the very beginning. Dealing with a transition no others have ever gone through in Palmer's history. From there, our class truly made an impact at Palmer. We led movements to resurrect social events like the Palmer Games, creating a tighter community. As we went along the program, we weren't afraid to point out deficiencies within it. We pushed for changes in certain classes and areas of the curriculum. We even caused changes in some major school events. Not being afraid to speak our minds, we would not take no for an answer. And we made sure to leave things better than we found them. Our class is made of countless tutors, student council leaders, mentors, campus guides, veterans, business ambassadors, club presidents, club founders, technique leaders, and even researchers. We played an integral part of many clubs and organizations and a very important role in Palmer's framework, but now our work here is done, and it's time to move on. Our class, these students that you're here celebrating today, are not the norm. Just ask some of the faculty and administration that have seen our class go through the program, they will tell you that there's something different about us. We are stubborn fighters and we are crafty innovators. Will it be just as hard for us as the others that have gone before us? Absolutely. Each of us are going to go through our own tests, but I'm confident that we are up to the challenge, and if they survey us down the road, our statistics will be different. Now, I want to recite for you all a passage that helped me push through the program in times that I needed motivation. It's something that I hope will help all of you as we move forward and take our next step. It's called Test of a Man by Sir O. Lawrence Hawthorne. There is little satisfaction to be gained from doing things that hold no difficulties. It's the tough old task that brings keen sense of worth and power to the man who wins the fight. His failures test his courage, and his problems prove his might. Until a man has conquered loss and overcome defeat, he cannot fully understand just why success is sweet. I'm thankful for my disappointments, for the battles lost, and for mistakes that seem to charge an overwhelming cost. I'm thankful for the days of doubt when it was hard to see that all things work together for the good that is to be. And I'm glad for all that life has brought, because today I know that men must brave adversity if they would greater grow. Class 231, we just accomplished a huge task, but it's nothing like what we're about to face. The real test is about to begin. So let me ask you, when you go through the test of a man, how will you respond?
Hello all, and thank you so much to everyone here for celebrating and making this day so incredibly special for us as very soon-to-be graduates. I want to take the time to personally thank the faculty, staff, administration, my family, friends, and those who serve as my constant motivators for their relentless support over the last 3 1/3 years. It feels like 3 seconds ago, we were all sitting in a large auditorium on orientation day, staring at a lineup of professors that we were crossing our fingers would take it easy on us. We blinked, and now we're here. We all bring forward a multitude of classroom, clinic, and community experiences and goal completion that serve as our foundation to set each one of us apart from another. Moving forward, we will all aim for new goals and experiences that at this time may seem like an unscalable mountain in front of us, and that's okay. Someone I looked up to on a daily basis said it best: focus on the trail and thrive in the waiting. Each day, how are we individually waking up to feed our passions, necessities, joy, honesty, and compassion? How are we doing the simple task of putting one foot in front of the other? By focusing on the daily work to build the solid foundation of the character we are each aspiring to be, suddenly those massive milestones seem a bit more attainable. Suddenly, you have the tools, skills, love, warmth, and kindness to catapult you into the exact place you needed to be to accomplish that massive goal. Suddenly, the mountain seems more like that hill in your backyard you used to sled down. Focus on your trail. Have confidence in realizing it doesn't have to look like anyone else's, because you are unlike anyone else. Thrive in the waiting. Have faith that you are on the right path, and have courage that when you fall on your trail, because we all will, getting back up means growth in the direction of summiting that mountain. It's an absolute honor to call all of you my colleagues. I cannot wait to see the mountains we summit.
Hello, welcome to beautiful Davenport, Iowa. It is an honor to get to speak to all of you today. And I apologize in advance for not having anything too profound to say, but I'm not up here for winning the philosophy award. It seems like not too long ago, we were in our first trimester, wondering how on earth we would ever pass biochemistry, and wondering what spinal tract that stress travels on. Over the past 3.5 years, a lot has changed. From the first day of classes to the wet labs, to online learning and OSCEs, to the board exams and patient care in the clinic, each trimester has been a stepping stone of personal and professional development. Somewhere along the way, complete confusion grew into confidence, trembling hands became steady, and peers became friends. From Chef Collins' cooking skills to Grayson's baking talents, Colby's ability to turn a 40-slide PowerPoint into 500 flashcards on Quizlet, Josh's strange obsession with keyboards, Lucas's never-ending mustache, Paige's negotiation skills, the fancy caps look good, by the way, Darren's intramural athletic talents for someone his age, and Mike's ability to fit the entirety of his pantry inside of his backpack every single day. It has been truly just as much of a privilege to learn about you as it has been to learn alongside of you. And there was plenty to learn. I'm ashamed to admit how long it took me to realize that the hole-in-one that everyone kept talking about had nothing to do with the campus golf simulator. So to the class of 231, I want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of this journey and congratulate you on accomplishing a goal that has been many years in the making. I obviously know firsthand the sacrifice that it takes to attain this degree. Many of us moved far away from our family and friends, and others of us left our familiar support systems behind for second careers, leaving past securities for a chance to pursue a bigger dream. For some, this is an opportunity to give back to a profession that gave you life-changing care, but for all of us, this is a moment to celebrate. To the faculty and staff here at Palmer, thank you for continuing to guide the profession proudly and boldly into the future. To the family and friends that are in attendance today, you do not know which phone call or text message pulled your student back from the brink of insanity, but I can promise you that it happened. To my own family, I want to thank you for all of the support you have given me, especially over these last 3 years. I know that I would not be putting doctor in front of my name if it wasn't for those who share my last name, and I will always be prouder of that name than the letters DC behind it. Thank you.
Well, I certainly count it an honor to be up here, seated among such distinguished peers and looking out and seeing everyone in our class. It is a real honor to get to stand up here and to think about all that we have done as a class. Class 231, academically, we have been tested, retested, assessed on a lot of information. But how much information, you might ask? Well, thanks to Levi, one of our classmates, he counted every single quiz, every single test, every practical, every board that we took. And the grand total, it came to 858. Now, if we take a conservative estimate of about 30 questions per assessment, we're looking at over 26,470 questions that we've been tested on. That's a lot of information. It's a lot of information that you have learned, probably forgot, then relearned again. But it doesn't account for all of the flashcards, Colby's Quizlets, for everything else, the board videos, the practice videos, in order to try to pass these things that we need in order to become licensed. It really represents an immense amount of knowledge that has been gained during this time. But I'm reminded of a quote by a man named David Sackett. He's known as the father of evidence-based medicine. And he said, "Half of what you'll learn in medical school will be shown either dead wrong or out of date within 5 years of your graduation. The trouble is that no one can tell you which half." So David goes on in this speech that he had given at a commencement for medical school, and he discussed the necessity of staying curious, staying involved in trying to pursue knowledge, and not allowing your education to stop when you walk across this stage. One of the most characteristic things, I think, of our class of 231 is this drive to learn. As my other classmates have discussed, we are a unique class. We're ones that are acknowledged by professors of going the extra mile, of asking those questions that need asked, and of trying to really understand how is it that we can really best take care of our patients. But ultimately, this has resulted in really a diverse set of opinions, viewpoints, and approaches that are even held within our class. I think we have a full spectrum, but I actually see that as an asset. It's primed within our current socio-political climate, we might tend to misconstrue differences for division, right? There's a lot of differences in our world today. But the differences that I see in our class are actually an asset, because assuming the contemporary research literature is correct, that a significant portion of what accounts for our positive results as chiropractors actually depends on the context in which we deliver treatment. Diversity really becomes invaluable to effectively treating a wide range of patients, because the way that I would treat a patient is likely different than all of you. There's a diversity that's in this class, I think, that will characterize and propel us forward as the leaders of the future. In fact, the motto of the European Union says, "Invergit Concordia," which means unity in diversity. And this theme is even expressed in wisdom literature, in biblical scripture. I think of a passage from the book of Corinthians that really conveys this axiom well. It says, "For the body does not consist of one member, but of many. And if the foot should say, 'Because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body,' that would not make it any less a part of the body. And if the ear should say, 'Because I am not an eye, I do not belong to the body,' that would not make it any less part of the body. And if the whole body were an eye, where would be the sense of hearing? If the whole body were an ear, where would be the sense of smell? But as it is, God arranged the members in the body, each one of them as he chose. If they were all a single member, where would the body be? As it were, there are many parts, yet one body." While certainly Paul wasn't thinking of chiropractic commencement speech when he wrote those words, I think it nevertheless conveys an extra biblical truth that has relevance to our class as such a diverse set of practitioners that are invaluable to our patients in the future. Ultimately, our journey has really been unprecedented for a number of reasons. As already has been mentioned, we are a class of COVID, of wading through the uncertainty of virtual classes. We had an unprecedented rise in the number of A's somehow in one trimester online. But nevertheless, we are a class that is characterized, I think, by personal events as well. Along this journey, some have lost and some have gained. Some have lost fathers or mothers at the hands of dastardly diseases. Some have navigated their own diseases and conditions during this program. Some have gained sons and daughters. Some have even gained spouses like myself. But if nothing else, I hope that each one of us can look to our left, look to our right, and we can say that we've gained at least one friend, someone that we can really rely on when push comes to shove and when you're in practice here in the next few years and the rest of your life. When you're having those hard days, being able to call them up, say what's going on, how are you doing? I want to end with a quote by a physician whose name was Patch Adams. He said, "If you treat a disease, you may win, you may lose. But if you treat a person, I guarantee you'll win no matter the outcome." Every one of us are treating people, right? We're not treating spines. We're not treating joints. We're treating people, people with stories, people that come to us, that trust us. And it's something that we need to remind ourselves on those long days, on those days where we don't feel like we can push any further. Chiropractic, it's not about treating spines. It's not about treating shoulders or hips or ankles. It's about treating people. And it turns out that your most effective tool to care for that patient who's sitting across from you not your hands. It's going to be your heart. Thank you so much, Class 231.
You truly are an outstanding class. Thank you for your fine speeches. To receive a Doctor of Chiropractic degree from Palmer College of Chiropractic, students must complete a rigorous curriculum that is the equivalent of 5 academic years in 10 trimesters or 3 1/3 years. There are 73 courses and 4,680 contact hours of instruction in the curriculum required for graduation. Dr. Marchiori, upon the recommendation of the Dean, faculty, and the Academic Standing Committee of Palmer College of Chiropractic, it gives me pleasure to present those candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for the granting of the Doctor of Chiropractic degree. The graduating doctors will be introduced to Dr. Marchiori by Mr. Craig Miko, Associate Professor in Life Sciences, and Dr. Rainier Pavlicek, Faculty Senate President. Dr. Marchiori will present the colors of the doctoral hood, signifying the candidate's success in completing the graduate program. Will the candidates please present themselves?
Brandon Irvin Asher, Pennsylvania, summa cum laude. Tyler Jacob Beck, Michigan, summa cum laude. Lauren Page Block, Iowa, summa cum laude. Kennedy Burgess, Canada, summa cum laude. Gabriel Matthew Dickens, North Carolina, summa cum laude. Sydney Joe Ernst, Iowa, summa cum laude. Alexander G. Farelli, Canada, magna cum laude. Parker Warren Forbes, California, summa cum laude. Colby Wayne Caston, Wisconsin, summa cum laude. Sarah Luderman, Iowa, summa cum laude.
Congratulations, Sarah.
Morgan Ellen McClary, South Dakota, summa cum laude. Victoria Lee Oyen Moy, Missouri, summa cum laude. Caleb James Overholser, Virginia, summa cum laude. Gina Lee Percoco, Iowa, summa cum laude.
Congratulations, Gina.
John Paul Rear, Indiana, summa cum laude.
Congratulations, John.
Kevin Reeder, Illinois, summa cum laude. Madison Nicole Rex, Ohio, magna cum laude.
Congratulations, Madison.
Samuel Mason Sacut, Ohio, summa cum laude.
Congratulations. Yes.
Jared Scott Swenson, Illinois, magna cum laude.
Congratulations.
Seth Wild, Arizona, magna cum laude.
Congratulations, Seth.
Michael Cabina Ajay, Colorado, cum laude.
Thanks for all you did. Take care of yourself.
Emily Jane Anderson, Washington. Rebecca Axman, Colorado.
Congratulations, Rebecca. Thank you for all that you did. Your service was serving your rich program. Take care of yourself. Thank you, stranger.
Siobhan Banks, Illinois, cum laude.
Congratulations.
Christopher Lawrence Bird, Iowa.
Congratulations, Christopher.
Gina Marie Kyra, Wisconsin, magna cum laude.
Congratulations.
Jordan Carter Allen, Iowa. Renee Chambers, New Jersey. Lisa Marie Ciuro Vasquez, Puerto Rico. Clayton Williams Clemens, Michigan. Grayson Marie Klein, Wisconsin. Joseph D. Felice, Pennsylvania. Natalie Elise DeGalia, Minnesota. Weston DeHaven, Michigan. Sydney Marie Dressler, Wisconsin, magna cum laude. Michaela Marie Dunicampo, Michigan. Matthew Joseph Eckard, Iowa, magna cum laude. Colton Clay Engelman, Oklahoma. Jenna Lee Essenberg, Michigan. Zachary Thomas Frame, Ohio, magna cum laude. Paige Lynn Furnett, Illinois, cum laude. Andre Thomas Garai, Washington, magna cum laude. Nolan Dean Garut, Wisconsin. Mitchell Thomas Girk, Colorado. Lucas Michael Gindel, Iowa. Nicole Hansen, Minnesota. Caitlin Herman, Wisconsin. Colin Dell Jensen, Nebraska, cum laude.
Thanks.
Horia Joitescu, Romania. Robert K. Kelly, Utah. Leah Jane Kovaleski, Pennsylvania, magna cum laude. Ian Douglas Kreutsinger, Iowa, magna cum laude. Roman Andrew Lahr, Minnesota, magna cum laude. Nicholas Thomas Leffler, Virginia. Jared Dean Lemkaw, Nebraska, cum laude. Amber N. Lynch, Pennsylvania. Samantha Martino, New Jersey, magna cum laude. Cody James McKillip, Illinois. Darren Matthew McLaury, Michigan. Dallas William Mainkey, Iowa. Abigail Bader Murphy, Maryland. Valerie Ann Moldovan, Illinois. Jennifer Marie Moorcraft, Missouri. Timothy James Hoyan Moy, Missouri, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Minette, Illinois. Erin Nicole O'Gara, Illinois, magna cum laude. Isaac James O'Gara, Nebraska, magna cum laude. Ashley Oram, Michigan, magna cum laude. Levi Otto, Wisconsin. Shelby Lynn Patton, Maine. Isaiah Lee Peterson, Iowa. Drew Matthew Phillips, Ohio. Mackenzie Catherine Purdy, Wisconsin. Christopher William Robinson, New Jersey. Hannah Grace Schiltz, Iowa. Stephen Serbinsky, Ohio. L. Smith, Kansas, cum laude. Caitlin Kendall Sorensen, Michigan, cum laude. Joshua Lee Texley, Minnesota, magna cum laude. Caitlin Taylor Tyes, Iowa. Abigail Catherine Thomas, Ohio, magna cum laude. Michael Francis Trentz, Wisconsin, magna cum laude. Dominique Colombo Volesh, Illinois. Haley Catherine Watkins, Michigan, cum laude. Kelsey Lynn Winnett, Iowa. Jennifer Leanne Woods, Iowa. Colton Drew Wastenberg, Wyoming. Tyler Zog, Iowa.
I'd like to acknowledge a colleague of mine that has shared the podium today and some of the transition that he's having with his employment here at Palmer. Dr. Kevin Cunningham has been with the college for 35 years. And over those 35 years, he has influenced a lot of us in his teaching and his work, not only in the classroom, but also in the clinic. But he's been, most of his tenure spent has been in student affairs, leading student affairs for the administration. In fact, he's the third most tenured administrator that we have on the senior team, following Peter Martin at our Florida campus and Dr. Prococo, who hired Kevin and myself and so many of us in administration. And Dr. Prococo, of course, it's not about him today because his daughter Gina, his very talented daughter Gina, is graduating. So congratulations, Bucky and Gina and Kevin. We appreciate all that you've done for us in the administration, and starting next term, Kevin has informed me that he has made the decision to return full-time to the faculty where he started his employment with Palmer, and I certainly want to thank him for all that he's done for us over the years, the decades in service and administration, and the wonderful work that he did in the faculty throughout his time of administration and before administration is something that he's going to return full-time to. And we thank him for the many initiatives that he's championed to improve student affairs in our program. So moving forward, Kevin, good luck, and we're happy we're still with you. And folks, it definitely is the strength of any educational program that is the faculty. The faculty is the dynamo that drives this organization like any institution of higher education. And Palmer is particularly blessed with a very strong, committed, and dynamic group of professionals who engage students in our classroom, in our clinics, and throughout our campus. And really, the faculty's mission is our shared mission, which is to teach the students the science, art, and philosophy of chiropractic, and to really help them through their transition from being students to clinicians and doctors. So I'm so proud of how well our faculty performs in this mission. They do their work with distinction, with celebration, with excellence, and we're very proud of all that they do and contribute to. So faculty, if you would please stand for recognition by this body. Thank you. And it's with a heavy heart that I acknowledge the loss of one of our longtime tenured faculty members late last year. Dr. Ronnie Firth was a member of our faculty for more than 41 years. And he was a talented, popular, and a very generous personality across campus, to both the students and to the employees. He certainly is missed. Formerly, Ronnie taught in our classroom, and he taught most of us bone and joint radiology at one time or another. But by his personal example, he taught us so much more. He taught us the importance of family and how to stay positive and persevere through challenges, especially some of the health challenges that Ronnie faced. So I can tell you that on behalf of our full community, Dr. Ronnie Firth is and will be missed moving forward. So we're near the end of our ceremony, and it's this time that I certainly want to also recognize the parents and family and friends that have joined us today. You know, we so appreciate you coming and making this special for our graduates and for the employees that are joined with us today. And You know, folks, I understand that your names are not on those diplomas, even though your contribution to those diplomas is certain. And whether that is, as some of the valedictorians' excellent remarks mentioned, might be answering a text in the middle of the night, or however you supported them through trips here to Davenport or bringing them home and just listening and supporting their mission. They needed that, and we know that you provided that. And thank you, and especially thank you for joining us today. I know many of you traveled from great distances to be here for this ceremony, extended families, so thank you for that. And graduates, it was 3 1/3 years ago, as some of the valedictorians mentioned, that you sat in the introductory hall of getting to know Palmer, and we welcomed you and went through that orientation. And it does go fast, it goes very fast. And at that time, we challenged you to learn as much as you possibly can about the philosophy, science, and art of chiropractic, to develop your own voice and your own skill set to help patients, to restore the sick to health. And now you're at a very different threshold. You're not beginning the program, you're beginning your challenge of your professional careers and going out and spreading the big idea of chiropractic to so many that truly, truly need it and can benefit from that. So I want to thank you as you leave us for all that you did to improve us. We are a better program, a better institution, better administrators, faculty, and staff because of your contributions. So we like to pretend that we transformed you through ceremonies like this, but the fact is you transformed us more than we've ever transformed you. So thank you for everything that you're leaving behind. And please do not be strangers. Stay connected to each other through your social media and all your little mechanisms that your generation does. But in addition to that, don't forget about us. We may not be on the social media, but we're here on the Hill. Come back and see us. Don't let decades go by. Come back and see us and be part of the energy on campus. Connect with students that are currently on our campus and help guide them like folks came back and did the same for you. It's a life cycle at Palmer College that truly gives us our strength. So don't walk across this stage never to be seen or heard from again. Please come back and join with us and stay close to each other, because we certainly look forward to celebrating the continuation of your life's journey. So stand and let's make this official. In accordance with the science, art, and philosophy of chiropractic and a consequence of the dedication of the restoration of sick to health, I request that you take and swear the chiropractic oath. So students, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and say your name, will adhere to the code of ethics espoused by the chiropractic profession. I will observe and practice professional conduct in relation with my patients, my colleagues, myself, and my profession. I will seek to preserve the integrity of my profession and help it grow in service to the benefit of all humanity. I will serve my patients to the best of my ability, violating neither their confidence nor their dignity. And in my association with these patients, I shall not violate that which is moral and right. I will provide regimen for the good of my patients according to my ability and my judgment. I will regard and refer to my fellow doctors with honor and dignity, giving credit for their dedication and commitment to our profession. I will continue to improve my knowledge and skill and be sincere in my resolution to justify the responsibilities which this degree symbolizes and imposes. Students, remain standing. Place your right hand down. On behalf of the faculty and the trustees of Palmer College of Chiropractic, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of the state of Iowa, I do hereby confer upon you degree of Doctor of Chiropractic In keeping with academic tradition, please change your tassels from the right to the left, turn, and present yourselves to the assembly for due recognition.